Hello, Reorganization, and welcome back to Grand Tactician, the Civil War. Our Confederate campaign as Jebediah Leslie, the erstwhile cavalry commander. And there's lots of things to do once we get onto a strategic map in terms of progression, promotion, swinging our forces. But before we get there, we have the minor detail of wrapping up the Battle of Clover, which is going in the Confederates' favour, but paid for in blood. Losses there of about 1.5 times the federal forces, which I'm still putting a large amount of blame on the Isidora once I take full control of the army. See how good that is. Right now we're just regathering our cavalry troops on Jordan's Ridge, so we'll take the point, and then we'll move to hopefully mop up these kind of federal forces who have recovered morale. At least that's everybody should be moving down here. Yes. Yeah, good. Not terrible speed, just to our position. Guys are generally okay. Ammunition is a problem though. George James 16. That's about you guys are fit for breaking, so I can't do too much. You're down to I'm definitely tempted to, if I get them moved to a longer range but slower firing carbines. At least in some of the units anyway. Right, so I'm hoping we can come down. Okay, I'm not going to defend that location. Come down and just kind of sweep through. We should all break fairly quickly. Where it is? Yes. Where's Leslie? Why are you taking so long to get down here? Right, Jordan's Ridge has fallen. So let's give the first orders to the men. Come down here. I'm tempted just to stay mounted first, but probably not that wise once they start responding to us. These units are in really bad shape, so we should break. We may even actually get some sabres out. For those with better morale. Am I cut off? Oh yeah, technically I'm. Impatience as ever. I don't really want to be fighting a stand-up fight with mounted infantry, cavalry, sorry. Tempted just to have at them. Now it does lead to quite high casualties on often occasions. The morale is shot. We are well rested. We are eager. Let's do it. We'll come in here and maybe we'll just try a bit of a grand cavalry charge across the open plain. Can break these 2 units. Okay, these 2 can face this. Excellent. Well, we are slightly outnumbered here. The morale's already low. Those federals should be tired after we run away. Good. Some big casualties. Just going to use the fire command to react instantly as well. Leslie takes his awful sweet time to convert. We are just recharging. Now these guys are actually not in a great state of affairs. mean, first fire only 300. Have at them. Also, the cavalry charge very slow. Reasons I don't know. Okay, we are going to lose a reasonable number of men. Surprising, because there's only 300 of them. Yeah, it costs 100 men. Definitely not something like that. I'm going to let them kind of pursue a little bit to get out of range of the second New York. That has narrowed the casualty gap. Well, no, it's still 1.5. So, too bad. And you've managed to break yourself. Congratulations. Good oak. We'll take a light pause here. Let Leslie catch up. You guys get their breath and morale, and then we can start continue to sweep up. Who else have we got? Yeah, there's a whole bunch of troops around here. Perhaps we'll use our guns to break the rest of them. How goes the rest of the Alright, we're going back up to double speed. Leslie is with the men, and yeah, let's go skirmished for this one. Quite like to advance into tree lines, to be perfectly honest. It's usually the cover that we have. Wow. Okay. That's disappointing. Why we need to land. Well, we're just going to fight at least 15 minutes. We'll be threat from the wider federal forces. Both units in front of us. Although eventually we will probably all auto-break. Well, that's a disappointing performance, Lee. Oh, it's not Lee I'm looking for anymore, is it? Lucky. Isn't it easier? General in charge, it is... Porterfield. Although not for much longer. Right, we've got 40 minutes, but I think we shall preserve our men. And we'll just take ourselves off to the corner of the map. Where is our actual retreat point? Up here. Well, that's not going to be the case. So did everyone actually get mounted again? Alright, let's just kind of work our way through this. Come on. Right off into sunset. Beautiful. Okay, first auto break. They might go as well. Not auto break, but yeah, they do. Cumulative army break, better way of doing it. Yeah, so they were 4,500 lost. So we did lose. Having said that, we'd lost 2,000 cavalry. But I can't really complain too much of infantry, given how high my losses were. Okay. Look at those casualty inflicted numbers. Disaster at Clover Hill. Disaster indeed, actually. I thought we were going to win that one. Okay. Let's advance time until we find out where we route to. Please be somewhere sensible. We are down here. Okay. Alright, it's time, I think, to take command of the shambles of an army. Which should actually be cheaper now that he has less men. Is it? It's about 400 prestige cheaper. Right. Well, I don't care. Portfolio doesn't like it. Huzzah! And we should become Major General Leslie very soon. Alright, so we need to absolutely get out of this army. The other thing, I can order you around now. Anywhere we can actually get supplies from. I don't know, my 13,000 men are pretty beat up. The Confederacy is looking pretty small at this stage. Who else has got a reasonable army? 4,780. Oh dear lord. There's only 2,000 of you there. Okay, so I am the large force that's in this vicinity. Perhaps not ideal. I need to find somewhere I can actually draw supply from. Show me. Show me, show me. Yeah, I'm falling back to there. Oh dear lord. Back to Lynchburg. That's a long way back. Well, it means we could try and retake Petersburg, but I imagine that will provoke a response which we are not ready to fight off. And does this look like a supply? Okay, there's some supply here. Maybe even just falling back down to here is far enough. So let's maybe try and do that. I don't know if we've got enough readiness to even move, to be perfectly honest. No, we don't. We're still in red. Okay. We shall wait. Cavalry. Okay. I would like to raise some more troops and do a whole bunch of consolidation. Merge some of these small units, which is a thing you can do. I'd forgotten about merging. Oh yeah, well let's just drop you into something else right away. I do... What are you doing now? Definitely done it before. I can't remember. Oh, it's there. Just agreements. Huzzah. Okay, cool. I think you're both technically over half strength, so you can't do it. Everyone else, okay, it's fine. That's the start. What about these small divisions? Can they merge up? No. So you do seem to be limited by your starting strength then. Okay. Cool. Other thing I'm going to quick look at before we look at more of the army stuff was projects. See what we can try and influence here. We've got carbines. Which one of these? Rapid fires. Where is? So you get them. Can I even unlock these? 5,000. Okay. 3,000 for legs of rifles. This is some of the stuff that would be quite nice to get some of these. Can't afford it. Okay. I'm not sure we're going to be able to change this. Have they got horse artillery yet? Oh, we do have horse artillery. Okay, so we can recruit that. Excellent. Right, so I think we need to get ourselves a little bit of readiness, fall back to move this Burksville, and try and refit my fighting force. Get stronger, give it better weapons, see what we can kind of... we can end up... eventually it'd be nice to have maybe two cavalry brigades and then a bunch of infantry ones. I don't want to give up on the old cavalry heritage. The other thing I was informed was for camp life, apparently you need to sleep more often. I need 8 hours of sleep. I mean 2 hours is a kind of average need elsewhere, although your companions can also help. Oh, hello. Oh, you'll give me a +2 there. Okay, well I'll steal 2 hours out of you. I'm going to steal... I do want more replacements. I'll leave 4 there. Can we steal it out of anywhere else? Oh, but another guy. Okay. Well, let's do that. I'll get around 7 hours. Oh, 4. Any other companions? No. Right, we'll do a 3 there and we'll get you up to 8. And 8 is what you need. Just like real life. Okay. Let's fast forward a little bit. We need to wait till we get out of this red so we can then move. And run away. Ah! I've been promoted to Major General. Excellent. What could possibly go wrong? Oh. You may be about to retake Clover Hill, actually. And maybe even Richmond itself. Glorious victory at Clover Hill. Excellent. Okay, that's not terrible. Readiness is slowly improving. Oh, I can move. Okay, let's move. Set ourselves at Clover Hill, which hopefully we'll get some supply from. Garnet's doing a power of good. I'm tempted to go and sit in Richmond. But as I say, I think the AI will respond if we do that. Planning activities. While officers are sinking their sorrows in booze, you find comfort in civilized conversation with the son of a minister who seems happy with the company. During these discussions, you plan the next steps of your career as well. Taking further action is easy. Your good friend has your back. Is that a companion? Son of a minister. Excellent. The other thing I need to do is start recruiting these people, which is apparently super cheap. I'll just get the best people for the job. Sure, okay. Hopefully that'll make life a bit better. And then in camp, let's use our minister man. What to do what? Logistics. Maybe we'll get him on the subordinates. Can you do the subordinates? Guess not. Can you do? I know not. You tell me what you can influence. No. Okie dokie. Despite we're still apparently being treated. Okay, what we shall do now, although we're about to get a supply depot, which should help. Which one's Grafton Bridge? Is that here? The strongest Garnet's division. 5,000, we should be able to win this, which should help supply back in this area with a supply depot. So I'll probably jump forward a little bit now. We'll get ourselves up into at least the orange. Find somewhere we can replenish. Oh, there's a supply depot there. Not finished. Why don't I move forward so we can finish construction of that? That'll help get readiness to supply. Okay, I'll jump forward a little bit and we'll see if we are going to make changes to our army. Oh, alrighty then. It's been a while. So as you see, we're now in January the 1st of 1863. So possibly an entire month and a bit since I left you fine folks. And I see we have had to relocate slightly. So while we were sitting here, the 2nd and the 4th, which is about 25,000 men all in, at least it was at the time. It's like 27 now. Came marching down from Richmond, and I, with my 10,000 men who weren't out of the red, didn't think standing and fighting was a good idea, so I pulled back. Which was, I think, a sensible move, but also killed my readiness. So as you see, it's taken a long time, and I'm only just sneaking into the orange. And on the plus side, our strength has actually recovered pretty well. It's up to almost 15,000 now. So that's which is positive. On the Grand Army front as well, we got perk appeared. Seems to be generating a reasonable amount of experience for this. So I've ended up picking the ambulance corps just to help keep the men that we have alive, because we've been bleeding a lot recently, and I suspect that's going to continue. I don't much care for this foot cavalry perk that the AI picks, but I can't get rid of it, so we're stuck with it. C'est la vie. Now, we had talked about, while sitting here, doing a whole manner of wondrous things with our army, but there's a few issues that we have. So let's have a quick look. We've got Leslie's division now. So I now have 24 units under my command, which is the maximum allowed. I cannot recruit any more. So until actually, what's my next rank? Lieutenant General. I can't remember what ranks are acceptable for division commander. Maybe this may be it. And we capped out here. Yeah, we may have to go up to Army Command if we want to be Lieutenant General, which I don't know. We'll ponder upon that. So here we go. Currently arranged, we've got essentially 4 infantry divisions, regiments I should say, and 2 cavalry regiments. It's not quite, or brigades, sorry, not regiments. So 2 cavalry brigades, 4 infantry brigades with a little bit of artillery support. If we have casualties and I end up merging some people, I'll probably end up tweaking it so we have 2 full cavalry ones and then another artillery piece in here. So we can have 4 infantry, artillery, and then a bunch of cavalry support. That seems like a reasonable way to do it. We'll see how we get to. Now the big issue we have, and I now understand why this army was taking such high casualties. There is not a single rifled musket between anyone in this army. None. Not a single rifled musket. The only rifled things we have are our artillery, just all rifled for some reasons. All this Confederate seems to spend its money on is artillery. We do not have rifled muskets, nor can we produce them. And I don't get to buy them as the lowly division commander now. But this is a problem because this is one of the reasons we're getting a bit trounced in the injury side of things because our weapons just aren't up to snuff. But there's not a lot I can do about it, as we saw earlier with the projects. I'm surprised we haven't got like Confederate. We haven't done Confederate rifles. Come on, game. Okay, that's it. No wonder we're losing so badly. I don't understand. I feel like that should be high up on the AI's priority list. Get yourself some rifles. At this rate we're going to import British ones. But we've got British artillery and they are spending seemingly a lot of money importing large volumes of British infantry. I was waiting to see, because I hadn't realised we hadn't even researched this, so I was waiting to see if maybe we were going to get a batch in, and it turned out, well, all I could see we got 30 £30 Parrot rifles. You know, just what we need. I don't see if it's showing me the numbers available, but it's all hidden. One piece, just available. 197 of those, and these apparently just have infinite numbers. Anyway, so yeah, long, large monocide. It does mean we have limited options in terms of increasing the effectiveness of our force at this juncture. We're kind of stuck with this until we probably win a few battles, get some more prestige, and kind of knock sense into the heads of Confederacy. Which is not ideal. The other thing is, obviously, it's 1st of January, we are essentially in winter quarters. Okay, we're just in the defensive stance. We haven't automatically done it. As a fact, since we're going to stay here for the next 60 days anyway, before we're good to go. And then we're just going to have to try and do something with what we've got for a little bit anyway. To either capture some rifles, or we kill some people. I think the goal is definitely going to be Richmond. The tricky bit is we're going to have to coordinate. So the only other meaningful force around here, so these are just 2 headquarters units. Although Shenandoah had some forces. 3,000 there, none there. Gordon's Corps is like 3 dudes and a hammer, so it's just 1,000 men. What was... oh, I can't remember who was... somebody's division. Not you, you haven't moved on. Who was it? The officer has changed out. Okay, anyway, this guy's one other reasonable fighting force in the theatre, so 14,000 men. So between us we've got about 30,000 men, which is pretty good. And you'd like to think if we can get ourselves, you're up at yellow and a bit behind, a reasonable fighting nick, we can kind of knock out these federal forces and maybe take Richmond back. The war is, it's like if you look at the map, things have gone bad. But the actual overall kind of strategy page, it's not terrible yet. We're still outnumbered about 2 to 1, but that hasn't changed in a while. The morale of national morale's okay. Army morale's rubbish, and this is because we keep a lot of units kind of getting knocked and chased back and not able to kind of stand and fight. Our morale's actually pretty darn good. How's yours? Broken. Yeah, you need to recover. Wow, you've got a lot of unhappy people. Oh, I didn't know that actually. If I come here, will you tell me who's unhappy? Yes. I'm sorry, 6 Maryland Cavalry is unhappy with Lieutenant Colonel Lee. What? You think you are too good to be commanded by the super experienced Lee? Where are you guys? 6th. You. He's had like 2 battles or something. This makes no sense. Okay. You look like, well, I'd say you look like a bunch of farmers. It's, well, kind of what you are, although not so much in the south. Okay. Oh, hang on. I'm being an absolute idiot here, which I know that someone's pointing out. You Lieutenant General. You're Lieutenant Colonel. A fool. Do we have anyone more experienced we can place him with? Not particularly. Oh, just kind of 1 stars. So you probably just kind of like it, lump it until your commanding officer improves a little bit. It's interesting that you can actually now get that information, because I've always seen the star before where like, some people are unhappy, but this says exactly who. And it's most of the cavalry is unhappy actually. Low fame in leadership, low fame in leadership, low fame in leadership. Okay. But that'll come with fighting. We're in reasonable nick. We probably have to wait around till these guys catch their breath a little bit, and then we might make a side push. Well, that's where we are. But my hopes of decking out my new division with rifled muskets, making them a lethal killing machine, has not come to pass. We shall see where we end up. So what I think we shall do... Hey, we won something! Just Federals are everywhere. Santa Factory is yeah, hold fire here at least till we're firmly up in the yellow. Well, we can't attack until then anyway. And then perhaps look for trouble. I mean, if we go looking for trouble, at the very least, our army of Potomac will be called in. So we just want to make sure we don't start anything until they are in a better place to be. I did put some points into our logistics in our camp menu, which just seems to have helped our supplies out, and we're kind of sitting happy. So that skull's not ours. See, they are going around in kind of, yeah, it was 20,000 men chunks, and if we don't rifle up, we don't have rifled muskets. Picking a fight, there's 20,000 of them there. I mean, it's to be expected to get 2-to-1 odds. But 2-to-1 odds with equipment inferiority is not a great recipe for success. Okay, you're starting to recover. Good. Okay, anyway, I'll put a cut in here. So I think for this episode we'll get to the point. You're who I was looking for, Garrett Incarnate. Have you just had another reshuffle? Have. Interesting. Anyway, we'll get to where we're starting the next conflict. I'll probably not get into it in this one, but at least we'll get ourselves there. Okay, see you, Jeff. Okay, it is the 1st of February. Our our readiness has recovered. Not quite into the green, but we're almost there. And the morale of what has been renamed once again to Army of Potomac has also recovered. We're in a confident, almost 8%. We did manage to get a 3rd perk, so I've taken the scouting one, so I can hopefully see a little bit better what's around us. And that should level up fairly quickly, because we are doing scouting as we're standing still. But I think the time has come to maybe try and do something somewhere. I think our first target is going to be this 4th Division here, just ahead of Clover Hill. Their compatriot division does not seem to be there. Do you want to go on offensive? Yeah, probably. You won't actually dig in on the offensive, I understand. Let's move forward just to Clover Hill. It will probably kick off a battle. My hope is that the Army of Potomac here is also within battle range. Although they'll probably have a serious delay in getting there. Helps if I pause. Not really the time for going to war, but hey ho. We'll surprise them in a winter attack. No more indication that there's anyone else around here. Want an offensive stance. Oh man, that took a chunk of our readiness. Okay, well, let's go see if we can't kick off a fight. Oh, what have you bought? More cannons? Oh no, fair play, you bought some Smith carbines. That I accept. Oh, speaking of, I take it our inherited cavalry group regiments. I've got carbines to do. Which is something. Down to orange. Okay. Oh. You are just too far away. Okay, I can't withdraw, so we're going up against it. Now we do have a whole day where their backup arrives. Which may be the only chance we've got to try and get in, cause some serious damage, and end the fight before they get here. Of course, what time of day is it? It's 8 in the morning. We might have a chance, alright. Let's load up, we'll have a quick look, and then we'll save the battle for next time. Okay, so we're on the Springfield map. We've got 2 points. Their reinforcements looks like we're coming from the north. And they may find we're not actually they're defending somewhere to the front, rather than on the points themselves. We'll have to be slightly careful as we advance. Essentially, we've only got until tomorrow morning. My fear is it's going to take me a large portion of the day to get there. Oh well, but that's going to be a problem for next time. We're going to call this one here. And yeah, we'll see if now I have command of an entire force to make it work. So, a bit short, but yeah, I think it makes sense. I'll catch you all next. Cheerio.